hear you're interested in the Age of Enlightenment. Looking to learn some of the ideas that are changing the world we live in? It may be a little stressful to plan for a different yet better future, but I've got someone who you will not regret supporting, John Locke. John Locke was a very influential philosopher who advocated for and inspired many of the policies we live by today. He was born in 1632 in Wrighton, Somerset, an old county in England. He and his brother were raised only by their father, as Locke's mother had passed away during his infancy. His father was an attorney who fought during the English Civil Wars on the parliamentarian side. It was through his father's wartime connections that John Locke was able to attend some of the best schools and nurture his philosophical ideas, including his thoughts on religion, government, and education. In 1689, Locke published his Two Treatises of Government, a book which contained his political philosophies. It included his beliefs on democracy and absolutism, with him stating that a government's job is, quote, the preservation of society and of every person in it. He strongly believed that the government's purpose is to protect our inalienable rights, life, liberty, and property. He overall was not supportive of an absolutism government and believed an ideal government is a representative one, where the governed could overthrow the government if it did not protect their natural-born rights. With this political theory, he also explains that a government with one person in charge would cause issues where there would be no one to keep them in check and they could abuse their power. His thoughts were very influential, as he essentially created the principles of Western democracy. Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers, used Locke's 3 inalienable rights in the Declaration of Independence. Not to mention our checks and balance system is directly influenced by Locke's thoughts on 3 government centers keeping each other in check. Locke had many thoughts on human nature, some of which were outlined in his work, An Essay Concerning Human Understanding. He coined the term tabula rasa, the idea that a child is born with a blank slate mind. His views on education tie into this thought because it's education that plays a role in developing the social integration and intellect of a person. His ideas and moral code as a whole were heavily impacted by human nature, and he advocated for toleration due to this. He stated that by state of nature, all the power and jurisdiction is reciprocal. This caused him to believe heavily in the separation of church and state, and that the state has a duty to respect freedom on matters of religion. In summary, John Locke had many ideas that improved our way of life, including the government, education, freedom of religion, and equality under law. So who better person is there to support than John Locke?